Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking on the Dreaded D Rose Report and Happy New Year. Tonight, independent wrestler Nicholas Wilson, also known as Nick Gage, is being sought by authorities in connection with the December 22nd bank robbery of a PNC branch bank in Collingswood, New Jersey. Warrant's been issued for Wilson on that. Bail has been set at $150,000 once he's apprehended. I didn't know you could put a bond on somebody until he's in jail. I guess you can. Story says the robber approached the teller and gave her a note demanding money. If she didn't comply, the note indicated that he would shoot her. He escaped with approximately $3,000 in cash. Combat Zone wrestling wrestler was identified as a robber following assistance from the public after his picture was posted online and in newspapers. Well, must be him. Former WWE talent Chuck Palumbo took to the Twitter noting that the average TNA mid-carder wrestler makes less than $400, or rather, my fault, don't want to exaggerate, less than $500 per match, not to mention that they must cover their own hotel and expenses and health insurances. Why everybody's clamoring to go there? Of course, they're trying to work their way up to, to be a draw. Only certain people can be draws there, buddies. Anyway, as noted before, two fans asked me, he says, how much wrestlers make over at TNA, and I told them Mitch Carter was making about less than $500 a match, no hotels, they couldn't believe it. And that's before taxes, expenses, and paying your own health insurance. They were like, holy crap, we'd better stay in school. He said, that's a good idea. That's not a knock on the boys, though. He says, I respect their passion. The wrestling companies take advantage of their passion. The company outside of wrestling who would love to have workers with desire and ethics and passions of a wrestler, the ones that do care about their employees and give them benefits, bonuses too. Comcast subscribers, by the way, can watch AJ Styles versus Kurt Angle from last year's TNA Genesis pay-per-view on-demand events free preview section. Rob Ryder, TNA's wrestling director of talent and bookings and travel, confirmed that James Thorne does have a Twitter account now. All right, to update you a little bit on Jeff Hardy deal, which I mentioned last week. North Carolina newspaper The Pilot reports that TNA World Heavyweight Champion Jeff Hardy will enter a negotiated plea January 20th, according to his attorney James Van Camp. We anticipate a resolution in the matter in January, Van Camp said earlier this month in an administrative session at the Moore County Superior Court. Moore County District Attorney Maureen Kruger said that Hardy will plead guilty to one or more of the charges he faces. Why don't you say, I didn't know you get to pick and choose. Oh, I'll plead guilty to that one and that one. Don't make any sense. Something's got to be going on. Cougar did not disclose the details of the state's plea offer, but said it will include a sentencing arrangement. I didn't know, I'll plead guilty, now we got to make an arrangement. I don't know if I want to do that much time. Something's going on. Anyway, the Pilot reports that plea would have to be approved by the court. The judge may refuse to accept the plea arrangement involving a negotiated sentence. Of course, county deputies raided Hardy's home September 11th, 2009 on a tip about drug use there. So kind of leave it out. I'm not going to list all the charges and what he's got, but if you want to look, go back a few days. WWE posted episodes of WDGN Superstars online via YouTube. Shawn Micheals, he's going to be participating in autograph signing Sunday, February 27th, 1 to 4 p.m. at the Detroit Auto Show. It's announced on Impact, Rob Van Dam is going to be competing at Genesis pay-per-view against the mystery opponent selected by the Immortals. Here's kind of the card for the January 6th pay-per-view. It's going to be World Heavyweight Contendership match. It's going to be Matt Morgan taking on Mr. Anderson, Rob Van Dam versus the mystery opponent. TNA television championship match is going to be Doug Williams taking on AJ Styles. TNA tag team match, Motor City Machine Guns versus Beer Money for the 120th time. TNA X Division champ Jay Lethal versus Kazarian. And the women's knockout championship is going to be Madison Ray versus Mickey James, Brother Ray versus Brother Diva, for the hell of it. And you know, it seems like that's been one of the other cards earlier this year, but maybe I may be wrong. Not. Dutch Mantel, by the way, former member of TNA's creative team, offered his congratulations to Awesome Kong after she was signed with WWE. And it appears, also he took a jab at TNA in the process. He says, "Congrats to Awesome Kong for WWE signing," Mantel wrote. "She's always one of my favorites. Glad to see her in a position to really make some money." After that, she went over and just beat the shit out of Dutch Mantel. Oh, she did. Anyway, on the Twitter account, Kevin Nash commented about the comparisons, which I said that too. Himself and WWE star Tyson Kidd's bodyguard, by the way, Jackson Andrews, which I think is an identical duplicate to Diesel back in the day. We'll see how far he can come, see if he can come as far as Nash did. Anyway, Nash said, "Number one, Jackson is not as pretty as I am." I didn't think Kevin Nash is being pretty. Kevin does, though. Says not as pretty as him, says Nash. And number two, he's not sarcastic prick like I am. I can't disagree there. And doesn't have my guidance. 3 strikes and you're out. Alright. Kaval requested his release from WWE, by the way, after being frustrated over his position with the company. WWE Creative was told to job him out after winning NXT, but were told to build up, for a few weeks for the pay-per-view title match against Dolph Ziggler, which he lost. Creative then was told to start jobbing Kaval back out again. The story is, after he lost to Drew McIntyre on December 21st SmackDown, he asked officials if he had any heat, and was told no, anything was wrong. Ball then asked if he had any future plans for him, and they was told no plans and no ideas for him, and then he was asked for his releases was granted. That seemed like a creative team problem to me. Mexican star Mystico and made more inquiries about coming to WWE. The company had talks with him last year and did a tryout match that impressed everyone, so they didn't hire him. At that time, he was making such good money in Mexico that it didn't make sense to leave, so he says. Former NXT rookie Naomi Knight, she's been teaming up with Layla recently on WWE live events because Michelle McCool's been taking some time off the road to help her husband, The Undertaker, with recuperating from surgery. Oh, isn't that nice? My back kind of hurts too, Michelle. WWE is looking to push FC champion Mason Ryan big time as they're looking to fill Batista's old role, or his old boots. WWE is going to be taping a special SmackDown show February 15th, San Diego, to air the 18th, by the way. It's going to be the 600th episode of SmackDown. And it's believed the WWE offered former TNA Knockout champion Awesome Kong a contract. This is a little older thing here. Kong wrote the following on her Twitter a couple of days ago before deleting it. Said, "My dreams just came true. I got the dream job. Yes, that one." WWE sources indicated that there's been talks with the WWE's champion Kong. Kong's signing isn't been confirmed, but sources believe that it's a done deal. I believe it's a done deal. I think Kong's going to be there, and I don't know how they're going to make her dress in something different. Hope it ain't anything frilly, do you? Whew. Oh, that would make sense. But hey, you guys take care all next year, 2011, and thanks for clicking all this year. I gotta go. By the way, on the comments, I got just a few seconds left. On comments, leave what you think 2011 is going to bring in TNA, WWE, also in wrestling total. It's going to be up, down, the same. I'll let you know my feelings later. Thanks. I gotta go.